Welcome, everyone, to Team TDF Wellbeing webinar. My name is Irena and I am one of the practitioners at TDF. I am an acupuncturist, and today I am going to show you a spring protocol, and because judging from what I see outside, the spring is here. So we are going to learn today the spring protocol. And at the end, I am going to remind you the acupressure points used in meridian exercise 312. Make yourselves comfortable and minimize distractions. Turn your phone into silent mode. Have a glass of water if you feel like. Please note that all of your videos and microphones are switched off. No one, including me, can see or hear you. There's no live contact between us. The guided part of this session will last around 25 minutes and include me talking you through the self-help technique of acupressure. And today it will be the spring protocol. Do close your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. Please remember to pace yourself according to your own abilities. I am not there to help you. You have to judge yourselves. You can stop and start at any point during the webinar. You are in charge. The session will end by 12:30. So let's practice now. I will explain the theory while we practice. If you have any questions after the session or want to get in touch, email us at therapysupport@tdf.org.uk. Please keep in mind that acupressure is a complementary therapy. Consult your doctor if you have any doubts. So the spring season is a force that comes to life. It is my favorite season, especially when it's the present season. And in traditional Chinese medicine, it is connected with wood element. So the wood it can be characterized as an element that grows towards the light. Its movement is upward and against the gravity. But on the other hand, it has roots. It is grounded, it is strong, it has clear purpose and everything that is needed to achieve the purpose, the plan. If we have a wood person that lacks these abilities, we can see that there's some imbalance there. In Chinese medicine, the meridians that are associated with wood element is liver and gallbladder. So the first point that we are going to press today is liver 3. Let me just tell you something regarding techniques we are going to use today. First, see what technique works best for you. It may be different on different days. So let's go over the techniques. It's not the point, I'm just showing the techniques here. So the first technique is nipping. It's actually, we are using the fingernail and we just strike the point. And this technique is done first, how it's done. So first we use little force, and then we just use more and more force. We don't have to actually move our fingers. It can be done like this. Just go gradually, go deeper and deeper into tissues, and then few seconds before we are about to change the side of the point, use less pressure and then just rub the area. Just do something gentle to soothe the area. So this is nipping technique. The other technique we are going to do today is pounding. We use the middle finger for it. We just strike the area, but in different technique. The other way to do this is we can use our fingers, the other side of the finger, index finger or middle finger again. It's like knocking. And the other way to do acupressure is by just pressing the point. Just press if you feel like doing so, if that feels right for you. Or you may press and lift, press and lift, press and lift. As you can see, I use lots of force. You may want just to like kind of use the gravity and the weight of your fingers. It's up to you how much pressure you are using. The other way, you may want to do circular motion over the point, over the area, one direction, the other direction, or you may just do linear motions. So keeping that in mind, one more thing. If you are doing acupressure to children, the pressure you are using is really light. It's like you were checking if the cake is done, is baked, or if you were finger painting. So this is the pressure used for children. If you do acupressure for somebody else, just get feedback from this person. Now, the first point is located on the feet. Last thing before we start, please make yourselves comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I'm going to put my feet on the table. Please sit the way you feel comfortable, and don't try to copy me because I'm here to show you how to find these points. I'm not comfortable, to be honest. So the first point that we are going to press is lever 3. So this point is located on the level of medial, lever 3 is located between first and second metatarsal bone. When you find between the big toe and the next toe to it, if you slide your fingers between the bones there, you will stop at one point, and this is the point. This is the point we are aiming at. So as you can see today, I feel like doing this linear motion on this point. You may want to do the flicking technique using your fingernail and just press this point, or you may want to just press it constantly or do this linear motion. I will turn on the timer. And let's press. It's lever 3. You may want to change fingers while you are pressing. Try to make yourself as comfortable as possible. If there's two of you, you may actually do this. You do acupressure on each other. So this point is working on the liver. It nourishes it. It helps to clear the head and eyes. It regulates menstruation and regulates lower abdomen. Liver is responsible, or it's is in charge of allowing free movement in the body, and this point is helping the liver to achieve it. It is very good point if we are stressed. Please continue on pressing this point. I will sit down. So it's a very good point if we are stressed, because stress constricts our bodies, and this point will have to release the effect of stress on our bodies. Now we are going to change sides. So again, the point is located between the big toe and the second finger. It's how we start locating it. It's located between first and second metatarsal bone. So just slide until you can't move any farther, and this is the point. So again, about the technique, you can use the nipping technique, or you may just want to press constantly, or press and lift, press and lift, press and lift, or do this linear motions. It's the linear motion, it's on the meridian pathway. Or you may want to do the circular motions. There's no much space to do that though, but still you can change fingers if you want to. It's quite a job to do acupressure, so you may want to change fingers or hands that you are working with. Again, on this side, for me, the best technique today is this linear motion. It may be a sensitive point, and just please continue on pressing that. I will continue pressing that as well. I just want to tell you when you know that you have stimulated the point. You have stimulated the point if you feel warmth there and a bit of soreness. That's how you know that you have stimulated the point. Now we are moving to the next point. It's located here on the level of medial malleolus. It's between. If you take this length and just place a finger on the midline of this line, you are at the point. It is kidney 3. So let's press it. Here, the linear motion is head to toe. or knee to ankle. And this is where meridian travels, the kidney meridian. So again, here we can use the nipping technique. Actually, sometimes I find it works better if I strike from above, not without without detaching from the surface. Here, I find that I can feel the warmth spreading faster, but it is absolutely up to you. Or you may want to press or do this linear motion. Again, about the location. This is on the level of medial malleolus, midway between the Achilles tendon and the medial malleolus, the tip of it. So this point nourishes every aspect of kidney. It tonifies every kidney deficiency, any. It benefits lungs as well, and it strengthens lumbar spine. Kidney is belong to water element, and in traditional Chinese medicine, water element is the mother of wood. There's no wood, no trees without water. Now we are going to switch sides. So again, find medial malleolus, Achilles tendon, and the point lies between. So it's important to strengthen water element as well. Again, I'm doing this head to toe motions here. The energy of spring is intimately connected to creativity. And if we lose it, it may be indication that we have wood element imbalance. If we, for example, get better or worse, but periodically during spring, it may means that there's wood element imbalance as well. So in theory, there is connection to water element of the east side of our world. When the sun is just rising, beginning something new. And if person have trouble finding himself, herself in new situation, it may mean that there's wood imbalance. Now we are going to move to the last point. So last point is located on the palm. It's located on the thenar eminence of the hand here. So this is the first metacarpal bone, and it's located on the side of this bone, actually in the middle of it, on the thenar eminence. This is lung 10. The technique here is not nipping that we may use, but pounding technique. Yes, it's like knocking. We can use knuckles of index or middle finger, or we may just pound the point. just like this. Or we may, the meridian goes like this. So the linear motion here is toward the thumb, base of the hand, and towards the thumb. Or we may just prefer to press this point constantly, or press and lift, press, oh, that was too hard, press and lift, or the circular motions. So this point is good for the throat. If we have sore throat, or we have loss of voice, now we are going to switch side. So again, thinner eminence of the hand, the first metacarpal bone, find the edges of it, the heads of it, and it's in the middle, towards the middle of the palm, and just press. So it's good for cough, feverish body, or coughing blood as well, because it clears heat, as we call it in traditional Chinese medicine, heat from the lungs. It helps with rebellious chi. Rebellious chi is anything that goes into the wrong direction. What I mean, goes upwards. So what I mean by that, cough is rebellious, as we call it, rebellious chi. It's not the normal, healthy way the body acts. So it can be cough, it can be nausea, it can be vomiting, it can be acid reflux. This point helps. It helps as well on agitation, on sadness, fright, anger. Anger is the emotion connected with wood element, so it helps with it. The wood is a very interesting element. Its color is green, so it's not a primary color. It's a mix of yellow and blue. So what we've done now is we went through the the spring protocol for acupressure. So what I would like to share with you is to keep in mind that spring is associated with awakening, with this force that comes alive. So what we are doing here is helping this force. We are working with our bodies to reflect the seasonal change in the environment, and our body resonates with the environment. So the wood element, what we worked here today, is we worked on liver 3, point located on the wood meridian. There are 2 meridians associated that are connected with the wood element. It's liver meridian and gallbladder meridian. So we strengthened liver meridian, through liver meridian, we strengthened our body. Then we worked on the kidney point, kidney 3. Kidney is water. Water is very important when it comes to wood element. It's we call it the mother of wood. There is no tree that There's no possibility of tree growing without wood, without water. I'm sorry. And the other aspect of wood element is that it creates air that we breathe. And that's why we worked on the lung point located on the palms of the hand. So let me repeat once more. We pressed lever 3, located between first and second metatarsal bones, lever 3. We pressed kidney 3, located between the medial malleolus and Achilles tendon, and lung 10 on both sides. Now I am going to repeat again the points used for meridian exercise 312. So the points that we use there is large intestine 4, located on the midline of a second metacarpal bone towards the thumb on both sides. We press pericardium 6, that is located, you find it like this. Place your finger starting on the wrist line, and the point is located on the midline here, right below the index finger. And the third point on both sides, third point is located below the knee. There are 2 depressions below the knee, and it's located hand width below and middle finger width away to the lateral side from the anterior crest of tibia. So it's here. It's stomach 36. I reminded you about these points because it's a very useful exercise to do as often as you can. So these points are part of the exercise. The exercise consists of pressing these points, then doing abdominal breathing. When you consciously think about breathing through your abdomen using only the abdominal muscles, you don't move the chest, and you are imagining that you are breathing through the dantian located below the umbilicus. And the third part of this exercise is semi-squatting. So what I do daily is I combine the acupressure and abdominal breathing with any exercise that I do during the day. And this is what I recommend for everyone. Do exercises whichever you like or work for you. And you may always add to this the meridian exercise 312. Large intestine 1, pericardium 6, and stomach 36. One more thing to remind you, you can do acupressure through clothes. It's okay. It's done this way. That's why when I was showing you the stomach 36, I showed through the layer of clothes. So just it makes it easier because you can actually do this exercise anywhere, in the office, at home, when you're walking. You can always press the points. And you may do this exercise, just press these points at one point, then during the day press the next ones. Do the abdominal breathing before you go to bed. It puts the bed really nicely. And do the exercise, any kind of exercise you do throughout the day. So that was all for today. We did the spring protocol, and I just reminded you the points for meridian exercise 312. Thank you very much for being here with me. I wish you to have a wonderful week and see you next Monday.